Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of our Road to Glory series. Today's episode 21, and team of the season is getting closer and closer. And from the time of recording this, it's only 3 days away. So that does mean players are starting to drop in price very quickly and quite a lot. So players are becoming cheaper for us, and it does also mean we can start to think about purchasing better players to improve our teams. So that's kind of good, thanks to the team season. And it also means that I'm assuming basically that more people will be opening packs, so that this means people that we come up against in divisions and stuff will be a lot easier, purely because that basically they could be the players that are there to play the game instead of opening packs, whereas you can get some players that are very good at the game but then have the money to spend on the game, and then they get the packs, they open the packs and don't really play the game until while team season is going on, unless they pack someone or get some good team seasons. Now today's episode, as you saw, we did win the offline tournament and we got our 5k pack. Nothing really worth inside the 5k pack. Obviously it's untradeable, so it doesn't matter anyway. We didn't get anything like valuable apart from the 3 contracts and the fitness card, which of course I did keep the whole pack, but everything else in there is pretty useless apart from like the 2 coaches and the chemistry style. But it wasn't really a great pack. But then what you're going to expect from a 5k pack, and I don't really mind it because it's untradeable and it was very easy to obtain. So we do also go into our first game of Division 6 this episode, and we do go in it with our Spanish League team, and the first opponent we do come up against does have a very weird team. He has Inform Eto at striker, and then he has Nani, Quaresma, Janoglu, Schneider, I'm not sure who his midfielder is, Erkin, Toprak, Muslera, Cheju and Cavanda. Very different team to what you usually see people playing with, and that's basically why I managed to play so well against him, because his team didn't really feel that strong. So we managed to break through very early on from a counter attack, played it ball through, a bit of burst from pace from Rodrigo there, finishes it in the near post, making it 1-0 and putting us in the lead in our first game of Division 6. And that I basically, obviously this was only basically like he had 2 shots up until this point, and it was only a few minutes in, so it wasn't really much to tell how the game was going to go out. But he does make a mistake from his keeper there. We do intercept it, a bit of dribbling. I don't know how it's not a foul, apparently it isn't, but he does make an error with his goalkeeper. I do intercept that, shoot into the back of the net with Rodrigo, getting the second goal, making it 2-0, and of course that does come again from him making an error, but what can you do? I'm there to win, so I'm going to do it. And that is how the game ended. And you see by the half-time stats there, though, it was a very even game. The possession was in our favour, but besides from that, very even. Now, the game did end at 2-0, and you can see by the stats there, we did end up basically carrying on with it being an even game. But it does mean we get given 3 points in Division 6 of our first match. So we do go into our second game of the division, and obviously hoping to pick up another 3 points. And this time we are going in with our Premier League team, and of course with our new midfielder Schneiderlin. And I did list Fellaini up for 900 coins just because we didn't need him anymore, and it was a bit of coins to give us. So I think we are on now about 44,000 coins. But the next team we do come up against is quite an obscure team. There's Carlos Vea, Inform Adjuriz, Inform Fisher, Inform Gaia, Inform Trap, and very weird team. It's almost as if he's just put in every inform that he's managed to purchase or has in his club, and then he's put in random players to try and link them all together. So it wasn't a very strong team, and he was an incredibly boring player. He passed it around the back, and he didn't feel like he was completely playing the game. Now, for some reason, the gameplay here, the footage, is really choppy, and I'm not sure why. And so, sorry about that, but hopefully it does hopefully I can sort that out for the next episode. I don't know what happened. The when I was recording, it did look fine, and as soon as I started to edit this, it just began to become really choppy. So that's basically our first goal there. Bit of a cluster in the box there. We did manage to hit the crossbar. It did fall down. We did manage to put it into back net, making it 1-0. And at half time there, you did see we were in control of the game, and obviously winning at half time. Now, not too long after half time, he does manage to break through. I didn't really defend well here. I kind of looked away as he stepped in, and I was like, oh no, and he passed it across into the middle and finished that, making it 1-1. And again, like I said, he didn't skip, and this was I think it was his second shot of the game, and of course the second shot on target, because the first shot he had, he just decided to take a long shot. Did manage to save it, but it did go out for a corner. And then not too long later, we do manage to get down the right hand side of the pitch, nearing to the end of the game, pass it into the box and finish with Ericsson on his left foot. Of course, 5-star weak foot, so it doesn't really matter. Making it 2-1 and winning the game. So it does put us on 6 points in the division. I hope you have enjoyed today's video, guys. If you are enjoying the series, let me know by liking the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out G2A in the description below for cheap MSP and PSA codes. Ready to stock up for Team of the Season coming out in a few days from now. So I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.
Fire that I won't slay. There's a fire burn the fire brigade. So tonight we are losing this fight. Oh hell, so tonight is no one outside who's gonna help our souls tonight.